Greetings, people of Earth, and welcome to the third floor Thursday night pregame. We're here tonight live to pregame. Excuse me. We're here to pregame tonight's NFC West matchup between the 49ers and the LA Rams. Second meeting of the year between these two. Should be a good game. Should be a really good game. Both teams absolutely need a win to have any hope of any type of glimmer of playoffs. If there's any shot, this is pretty much it for one of these teams, more or less towards the Rams more than the Niners. So the Niners definitely need the game without any kind of a doubt, but the Rams really, really need this game if they want to have to keep any kind of pace with Seattle. Of course, Seattle's playing lights out with Geno Smith. So before we get into the matchups, we'll put everything out. We'll break this game down a little bit for you and get you off to the game before it starts. I think we got we're this is going to be our normal time, 4:30. Try to give it a good half hour, 40-minute show in before the game starts. Give you our preview and what we're thinking about doing. So we're going to move forward for the rest of the Thursday night schedule. Friday night, Saturday, all the special games coming up at this time of the year. We know the schedule gets a little crazy. Games on Christmas, games on Saturday with all kinds of implications. So we're gonna be doing a pregame to all of them. Also, just to let you know, there is going to be an awesome special playoff show that we're going to put out for you, and without a doubt, we're gonna put on a Super Bowl show for you. But we're going to do the Super Bowl show so you can enjoy it. So what we're going to do, instead of you sitting there for 5 hours of bullshit pregame, we're going to come on a little bit before the game with a pregame. Then we're going to pop on at halftime and recap the first half and what we got to look forward to the second half. And then we'll be back at the end to recap everything in the Super Bowl. So that's what we got planned, and we should be well into technology and knowing what the hell we're doing by then. As you can see, I got pretty much most of the stuff that I never had before going. So there it is. You can see the scrolls. I'm sure you're paying attention to them. If you can help the show out right there, PayPal. It's all in the links and the descriptions are all in there. PayPal, Cash App. If you're watching on Rumble, you can give us a rant. YouTubers, I don't know, man. They just don't want to. They still tell me I ain't eligible for this. I ain't eligible for that. So if you're watching on YouTube and you do want to help the show out, please go to the links in the descriptions. Cash App, PayPal, take care of that. Also, our sponsors, Christiana's Designer Handbags. No two bags are alike. The description, click the link. Bowser Bros Painting, stipulations on that. Berkeley, Sacramento, San Francisco areas only. Hit the link in there. W Energy Drink, big time for gamers and podcasters. It's what we do to keep going, especially when we're doing our deep research and getting our shows together. W's always a good alternative. It's somewhere in between an energy drink and coffee, but it's a lot more healthier for you. Check it out. What am I? That's my favorite flavor. Flavor. Also, it's Christmas, so that could be a great gift for the real quick one, the W Energy Drink. Let somebody get into something healthy and let them try something new, especially if they're into that type of thing. Reaper Apparel Company, you got to go there. The merchandise is just lights out. Prices are good to begin with, but with my links for W and my links for the Reaper Apparel Company, you'll save even more this holiday season. And I guarantee you there's something for everybody on both of those sponsors, as well as the other two sponsors. My wife's Designer Handbags. Go to the website on the3rdfloor.com. Hit the merchant links and check out all the pictures. More bags are coming. So pay attention to that. Yeah, everything's in the description. Also, while I'm at it, God, man, this weather here, man, it's raining today. It's really fucking weird and cold. But anyway, also Johnny Basement and our friends down under, the Dwellers. Check out Johnny Basement and his reaction videos and live games that he does on there. Link is in the description. All the links are in the description. Go check out everybody. They're there for you. Save money, meet new people. So my links lead to everything. So Dubby, energy drinks, click the link. Reaper Apparel Company, click the link. Christiana's Designer Handbags, click the link. Bowser Bros Painting, click the link. Cash App, PayPal, hit it all. Let's do this. Thursday night pregame. Here we go. 49ers at the Rams. Oof. Okay. Looking into this, like I said in the beginning, Rams absolutely, absolute must win if they want any glimmer of a hope to stay pace with the Seattle Seahawks, who are in front of them, who are just playing lights out. They're really playing tough football. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, even if they're bumped out. We'll take a look at that when all that starts swaying around. We pretty much know the superstars. We know McCaffrey's out. We have to look for a big game from Kittle. For Kittle tonight, Birdie is a little banged up, but he's a go. The injury report is up there, as you could. I'm sure it's in there. Yeah, I got it right there. I just read before I went on that Bosa is going to play tonight. So Bosa will be in the lineup. He was questionable, but he is in the lineup. And Guerrero, he seems to be their only hope because everybody else is fucking dead, pretty much. I think Taylor is the only third or fourth string behind him. So if they have any hope with that, that's where it's going to go, man. I don't know what to tell you there. So let's hope for the best with that. Take a quick look before we get into the other stuff. I wanted to look at this. I went to check out special teams because well, if you were here last night and checked out our top 5 punters of all time in NFL history, if you didn't, just go back into the library. It was last night. It's a great show, very in-depth, top 5 punters of all time, first of our series, and the spotlight player was Wilbert Montgomery. Yeah, check it out. That was last night. So while we were I just got into the special teams, thinking about punt and stuff. So I'm looking at the 2 punters here. We have Mitch Wisniewski. He has 52 punts for 2,580 yards. His long was 67. He's averaging 47.7. He has none blocked, 22 returns for 220 yards. He has 26 inside the 20, and he is netting an incredible 42.7. For the Rams, we have Ethan Evans, who has 39 punts, 1,724 yards. His long is 67. So they share that in common, 44.2. Not too bad. None blocked. 13 returns, 115 return yards. He has 21 inside the 20, and he has a net of 40.2. So we got 2 big kickers back there tonight that could definitely get the ball out of danger zone. We're looking at their kickers. Jake Moody. He has not hit anything inside the 19. Hasn't even attempted anything inside the 19. From 20 to 29, he is 7 for 7. From 30 to 39, he's 8 for 9. From 40 to 49, he is 4 for 6. 50 to 59, he's 2 for 3 and has not an attempt over 60. So not too bad. Not too bad. He looks pretty deadly in between 30 and 39. I mean 20 to 29, he's deadly. 7 for 7, hasn't missed one. And 8 and 9. That's pretty stout for 39. So he's looking good from the distance. So, and then over here for the Rams, we have Joshua Carty, who again he hasn't attempted anything inside the 19. 2 for 29. He is 6 for 7 and close. That's not good. 30 to 39, 6 for 7. Same thing. That's not too good. That's not too good. And it seems to fall off. 40 to 49, he's 2 for 4, so hit or miss from there. You put this cat at 50 to 59, he's 3 for 4. So I guess the further out, the more better he is. But close in, he is not good, and in the middle, he is not good. So I could give the edge to the Niners without a doubt in the kicking game, and pretty much even in the punting game. As far as returns are going, on punt returns, Ray has 24 returns, 9 fair catches. He has 8.5 average per return. His longest of the year is 19 with no touchdowns. And for the Rams, we have Xavier Smith, who has 12 returns, 13 fair catches. He has an 8.6 return. His longest was 38, no touchdowns. And also, Kyren Williams has 2 punt returns, 1 fair catch, 6 yards returned. His long was 12. So the average is 6. So there you go. On the kick returns, we have Jordan Whittington, who has returned 9 for 251 for 27.9 return average. His long of the year is 43, no touchdowns. And once in a while, they throw Blake Corum back there, and he has 6 returns, no fair catches, 164 return yards, 27.3, 41 is his long, no touchdowns. Xavier Smith, 6 returns, no fair catches, 155 yards, 25.8 on his average. His long is 34, no touchdowns. Back over to the Niners and their kick return team. We got Ray McCloud back there again with 10 returns, no fair catches, 225 return yards. He is netting 22.5 per return, 34 is long, and no touchdowns. Debo was back there for a little while. He caught, he returned 6, no fair catches, 154 yards, 25.7 average, 34 was his long, and again, no touchdowns. So I would gather that looking at special teams tonight, I wouldn't expect too much out of it, other than the kicker for the Niners looking stout. So we give the edge there. I probably give the whole edge to the special teams with the Niners for sure. We take a look at interceptions here. The leading interceptor on the Niners is Charvarius Ward with 5 for 91 yards. He's averaging 18.2 a return. That's not bad. 66 is his long, and he has a pick 6. Fred Warner, he has 4 picks, 63 yards, 15.8 average, long of 32, no touchdowns. Jalen McCullough, 4 for 6 yards, 1.5 return. 4 is his longest, and he's been in the end zone, so he didn't really run far with the. If 4 was his long, and it's not as, I don't know. If 4 is not the long with the touchdown, that only leaves 2 yards. So I guess 4 interceptions, 6 yards, 1.5 yards of reception. His long was 4 and 1 touchdown. Kareem Kitchens, 3 interceptions, 112 return yards, 37.3 on the returns. 103 is his long, and he has 1 touchdown, obviously. Christian Roosboom, he has 1 for 16 yards, 16 yards, no touchdowns. On defense, let's look at the defense. You got on the Rams, your leading tackler for the Rams is Christian Roosboom, 111. 111 total tackles, 56 solo, 55 assists, no sacks, no safeties, no fumble recoveries. Quentin Lake, 96 total tackles, 63 solos, 33 assists, 2 sacks. And for the 49ers, top there, you got Fred Warner with 132 total tackles, 82 solo, 50 assists, 2.5 sacks. He has 4 fumble recoveries, or 4 forced fumbles, I'm sorry. Dre Greenlaw, he has 120 total tackles, 75 solo, 45 on the assist, 1.5 sacks. And that's about it. Again, there's not too much astounding on either team here, whether it be offense or defense this year. You got Cooper Kupp with 63 receptions for 657 yards with a 10.4 reception average. His long of the year is 69. He has 6 touchdowns. Puka Nuka? I don't know. Puka. We'll call him Puka. Puka has 54 catches, 708 yards, 13.1 on the average. As long as 37, he has 3 touchdowns. And Tutu Atwell, 35 catches, 507 yards, 14.5 average on the catch. As long as 50, he has no touchdowns. And Demarcus Robinson has 28 catches for 433 yards, 15.5 average on the catch. 46 is his long, and he is the go-to man in the end zone. He has 7 on the year. When we look over at the 49ers and their receiving core, Brendan Oyuk. I don't know. These guys with these freaking names. We try. He has 75 receptions for 1,342 yards. Could be I'm stoned, too, and I can't fucking focus and say these names. He has 1,342 yards for 17.9 on the reception average. His long in the year is 76. He's been in the end zone 7 times. Christian McCaffrey. Well, before he went on the IR, he had 67 receptions for 564 yards, 8.4 a catch, 41 was his long, and he was in the end zone 7 times. So we look tonight to see if we can get a big game out of Kittle. Kittle on the year has 65 catches, 1,020 yards, 15.7 on the catch average. 66 is his long, and he's been in the end zone 6 times. We get again, the passing games on both of these are really not stellar, aside from Kittle with the 1,000 yards. Other than that, there is not really much happening there. In the running game is a completely different story, especially with McCaffrey out, because McCaffrey went out with 272 attempts, 1,459 yards, 5.4. 72 is his long, 14 touchdowns. Again, another guy, Elijah Mitchell. He's on the injured. Jordan Mason, he's injured. So the running game, the edge tonight is going to the Rams without a doubt, especially when you're holding the number 5 rusher in the league right now. Yeah, he's number 5, but he's only like 4 or 5 yards behind Gibbs. So look for Kieran Williams to surpass him, move into 4th place tonight with with the league leading rushing yards. He has 251 attempts for 1,013 yards. He is averaging 4 even. 40 is his long. 30 is his long. He has 12 touchdowns. Blake Corum, who they bring in there once in a while, he has 45 rushes for 182 yards. He is averaging 4 a carry. He has a long of 12, and he has not been in the end zone. But you really don't need too much after you go right there. And then, of course, you break it down tonight to our quarterbacks. And I think I'm looking at the wrong stats. No, we're good. We're good. And like I said, you're breaking it down. Quarterbacks, Purdy, he's pretty banged up, for sure. He's pretty banged up. And trying to think of what happened here. Because something's wrong. I don't know what happened here. All right, that just went absolutely nuts on me. We're going to have to scratch everything I said about that. Wow, I got to do this. Yeah, I gave you the wrong numbers there on the 49ers. I apologize 1,000 times. Fred Warner has 54 tackles. Leonard Floyd has 8.5 sacks. DeMordre Lanier has 2 interceptions. I totally apologize. Yeah, I had the wrong thing up there. Brock Purdy, 349 attempts, 233 completions, 3,032 yards. 66.8 completion percentage, 8.7 on the attempts, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. 76 is his long. He's been sacked 23 times for 107 yards, and he has a 98.7 quarterback rating. Let me get back into this. Jordan Mason. Yeah, I was wrong about Christian McCaffrey. I apologize. For some reason, this had the wrong year up. But Christian McCaffrey, when he left, he had 50 carries for 202 yards. So apologize for that. So you're looking at Jordan Mason, who is not going to play tonight. Patrick Taylor. You're looking at Isaiah Granado, even though he's questionable, he's like the only guy on the list. So he has 57 carries coming in tonight for 324 yards for 5.7 average. 76 is his long. He's been in the end zone 4 times. Let me get back to this receiving real quick. I apologize for putting up and giving you the wrong numbers on the 49ers offense. Juan Jennings, 57 catches, 774 yards, 13.6 on the catches, 45 long. See, that's what happens when you get fucking stoned. I just put the fuck whatever. 6 touchdowns. He's been in the end zone six times, and his long is 45. If I didn't already say that. George Kittle tonight comes in with 56 catches for 800 yards. 14.3 average on the catch. 43 is his long. He's been in the end zone 8 times. Deebo Samuel's 40 catches, 553 yards, 13.8 average. 76 is his long, and he's been in the end zone 1 time. And I got to move to the defense. Fred Warner has a total of 91 tackles, 54 solos, 37 assists, 1 sack, and 4 forced fumbles. Devondre Campbell has 79 total, 44 solos, 35 assists. Demadre Lenore, Jesus, man, that fucking name. 68 total total tackles, 44 solos, 24 assists. He has 1 forced fumble. And what else did I screw up on here? Interceptions. Warner has 2 for 70 yards, 35 average. His long is 45, and he has 1 touchdown. Lenore has 2 interceptions for 33 yards, 16.5 average. 33 is his long. Nick Bosa has 1 for 30. Special teams, here we go. Jake Moody, again, nothing from inside 19. 20 to 29, he is 8 for 8. 30 to 39, he's 5 for 5. 40 to 49, he is 5 for 8. 50 to 59, he is 2 for 5. Nothing outside of 60. So, yes, that was definitely a little bit different than what I told you earlier. Mitch Wishnowski, punter, 23 punts, 994 yards. His long is 58, average 45.2, 1 block, 9 return, 160 yards return yards. He has 11 inside the 20, and he is netting 37.9. Punt returnings, you have Jacob Cowing. He has returned 21, 7 fair catches, 8.1 on the return. 30s is long, no touchdowns. And Ricky Pearsall, Mr. Gunshot Wound, he's returned 3, 1 fair catch, 13.7 on the returns. His long was 20. That's on punt returns. On the kick returns, Deebo Samuels has 11 route return, no fair catches, 333 yards, 30.3 average on there. 60 is his long, has not been in the end zone. I don't think we'll see Isaiah back there returning kicks, even though he has 6. No fair catches, 163 for 27.2, and his long is 35. I don't think we'll see him back there, especially being as banged up, because he is questionable with a foot. So we're going to have to see what happens with the 49er running game tonight, because from the forecast that they're showing here, it does not look good for the 49ers and the running game tonight. But when you got the weapons and you got Brock Purdy in the back, not too bad. So you do what you got to do. And the 49ers have found ways to win this year, and they have definitely found ways to lose this year. And the Rams are just looking to get on the right track so they can continue their march and try to hang tough with Seattle. We'll see what happens. Kickoff is not too far away. So we'll see what happens, folks. Um, yeah, I got your matchups. The last time these two hooked up was September 22nd, and the Rams beat them 27-24 in a really good game, really closely fought game. So we should see an exciting game tonight. Either way, we're going to see something exciting, which is cool. And I'm looking at the forecast, and guess what we got here that we didn't have when we picked the two. When we picked this game, we didn't have it, but you know what tonight is? It's raining, looks miserable. It's a weather game. So we'll put this down as a weather game. We took the Niners. The line moved to 3, I believe. We are in a 2.5. Whatever the line was when we picked it, that's what we stick with. Because we take the earliest. We take the early line. You know, we definitely take the early line, Tuesday morning line. I believe it went up to 3, but we're at 2.5 and a 48.5 over under. We took the over. Yeah, so we got ourselves a weather game, folks. So there you go. Hope we broke it down. We'll get better at it, but we pretty much nailed everything that we need to nail for a pregame matchup on Thursday night. And again, we're going to take this forward for the rest of the Thursday night schedules, the Saturday afternoon and evening games. We'll be covering that too with a pregame. So again, Sunday, December 15th, this Sunday, starting PDC World Championship darts from London in the Alley Pally. We'll be covering live. We'll be doing a live thing every day for 15 days till the world champion is declared. So look for that. I don't know what time yet because I got to look at London and see what time it is and check the schedules and see what time it's going to be appropriate so I can give you the most information because there's an 8-hour difference between the two of us. So we'll figure that out and we'll go forward with that. There's a lot of other things coming up, like I said. So stay tuned for all shows coming up on the third floor. We got Tuesday night, NFL recap and news. Wednesday night, we got the top NFL top 5 players of all times, tight ends, kickers, wide receivers, running backs, and defense. We already did punters. Next week, we are going to do tight ends. So we'll have the top 5 NFL tight ends of all time right here on Wednesday night, plus our spotlight player of the week. And this week's spotlight player, very few people have ever heard of him. Only your hardcore Giant fans or your big NFL fans from the 70s know this guy. Spider Lockhart of safety fame. Spider Lockhart will be our spotlight player on the NFL Wednesday show. We'll be back next Thursday night with the NFL pregame. Who is that? I forgot to look, so let's look real quick. You can join me in looking real quick. We'll look real quick. Next Thursday. Next Thursday, week 16, we will be previewing the Broncos at the Chargers, a huge game in the AFC West. That should be a massive game next week. I mean, in week 16, next Thursday. They still got to play this week. So it could be even bigger than what you're talking about because the Chargers got the Bucks. See what happens. So there you go. Thursday night. We got Friday nights. Wrap this week up. That's starting. And yeah, just stay tuned, people, and help us out if you can. PayPal, Cash App, Reaper Apparel Company, W Energy Drinks, Christiana's designer handbags, handmade handbags, and Bowser Bros Painting. All kinds of savings, everything. Please, it's that time of year. It's Christmas time. A time for the joy of giving and receiving and taking care of fellow man. So we're trying to take care of you the best we can, bring you the most we can in every show of what we're doing. So if you could show your kindness back, we super duper appreciate it. So until next time, folks, remember, when you come to the third floor, there's rules. Unfortunately, there are rules when you come to the third floor. And I think we all know what those rules are. You know what I mean?
You're a fucking mumbling, stuttering little fuck. You know that?
All right, I'm sorry. I'll get it moving.
You on drugs?
Nah. Should be. I definitely should be. But seriously, folks, until next time, I was just looking for something real quick. I thought I had something else up here on my sleeve. I do not. The game is about to start. It's coming on, so we're going to get up and out of here. Again, thank you all for showing up. Remember, when you come to the third floor, remember to bowl up, to bong up, and then beam on up to the third floor. We'll be hanging out up here, waiting for you, just hanging out, chilling in time and space.